Hi, I'm recording this, Kate. My friend Kate, who I was just talking to, may not know that I'm recording this for the benefit of the viewers at home, which is what I've just done. Welcome to mattdavisyoga.com. Let's do some yoga. So, today's class, we're going to just begin sat in a comfortable seat. And we're going to do that with one hand on top of the other, like that, and just rest it. Believe it or not, you are now doing yoga. This mudra, this hand shape, is designed to give a sense of peace and calm. So that's that. There's a yoga session, done. Take some deep breaths and I'll talk for a minute and then we'll get on with it. This week has been so tiring for me. I have been giving a lot of myself to various causes, people, and sometimes I get in a state where I'm giving so much of myself that I forget to take anything for myself. And that's what's happened this week. I was having lunch with a friend just recently, just today, and I had this moment where I realised that this person hadn't asked me anything about myself in 20 minutes. And rather than say anything, I thought, I can't wait to go home and do some yoga. So yoga, for me, is a good place to be selfish and to draw boundaries. Many of us, if we're nice people, tend to give. But yoga is a good place to nourish ourselves and to take, in fact. So today, we're going to focus on doing the practice for ourselves. We're not trying to please anybody else, and we're not trying to nourish anybody else. We're trying to nourish ourselves. So let's begin by taking some really deep breaths. And the breath begins right down in that low belly. So if you can put the hand on the belly, just feel that breath filling the low belly. And then breathing right up into the shoulders and the upper chest. And then you can exhale. Try again doing that, but this time just constrict the back of the throat so it makes a slight noise. You really want to breathe so deeply that you notice that hand coming out with the breath. Keep breathing nice and deeply. But notice that sometimes right at the top of the breath is when that belly really kind of pops out with the breath. And that's what we want to do. On the next full inhale, just hold the breath in, yeah? So you can just constrict the throat. You might want to lift the muscles that we use to go to the bathroom and just constrict from the chest. Just notice what it feels like to lock that breath inside that container. And then exhale, there we go. Inhale deeply and hold again at the top. For 1, 2, 3, 4, and then exhale. One more like that. Deep breath and hold at the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then exhale, let it go. Good. You can bring the hands to rest, palms up on the knees, and just bring the eyes to a close. And just breathe normally for a moment. Ask yourself, do I notice any shift there, just from breathing, in the way I feel in my body? How can I do this practice to benefit me? How can I be selfish? How can I avoid giving too much away? Great, just bring those eyes to an open now. And we're going to form a tabletop. So It's a nice simple shape here on the front of the mat. The hands are below the shoulders, fingers spread nice and wide, and then the knees below the hips. And on the inhale, you can just bring the gaze up to the front of the room. And on the exhale, come over into a cat shape. Inhale for cow, and then exhale over into cat. Take a couple of these on your own time. You might want to move the hips left and right. You might want to just do anything that feels intuitive here. In your cat, cows. And on the inhale, just bring the right ball of the right foot to the back of the mat. Just roll out on that ball of the foot. You'll just feel the hamstrings starting to flex there. Very nice. Just drop the knee and the other leg. For many of us, being kind of self-centered is sort of viewed as sort of wrong value. It's not something we were taught to do growing up. And I have a really hard time with it, actually. Like, my impulse is always to help someone or to, do them that favour they need. But the thing is, sometimes we just literally don't have the energy. Bring that knee back down. All right, we're gonna bring the left arm up on the inhale. Yeah, for a bit of a twist. Good. Just breathe deeply and open that chest up if you can. You just want to try and imagine somebody's kind of giving you a high five, but a gentle one. So you're just turning slightly more open. Good. Inhale deeply. And on the exhale, back down. And we'll go the other way. Inhale, right arm goes up. You may notice that this opens up all of the chest and even the hips sometimes. Might feel a little bit of sensation. We're just trying to breathe deeply here with that noisy breath, yeah, that ujjayi breath. So, and again, bringing that hand down. This time, I'm just going to tuck the toes. So, tuck them, and I'm just going to sit back on them. Now, some of us, this is okay, it's manageable. For some of us, it's excruciating. If it's somewhere in between, just see if you can sit with it for a moment. As you inhale, just raise those arms up. If it's too much, you can always untuck the toes and just sit on regular, like that. Yeah? So, no worries. But inhale deeply as you look up at the hands. And then just take some wrist circles, one direction. And those wrist circles in the other direction. Very good. Might hear some clicking here, that's all good. It's our body letting us know that we're moving it. And then just bring the arms down slowly to the sides and just bring that middle finger in towards you. You should feel a nice deep stretch all the way from the chest right through the wrists actually. Opening the chest towards the front of the mat. Next exhale, gently bringing those hands down. Coming back forward into tabletop, untucking the toes and just tapping the feet. That's definitely going to open up a lot of the nerve endings in the bottom of the feet. So let's just kind of bring those feet back to themselves. Next inhale, just turn the wrist towards you. So that as you inhale and take some nice gentle circles, you're just really stretching out those wrists. You should feel a nice opening in them. Some sensation. Those wrists just saying, all right, what are you doing? If it's too much, be selfish and back off. Yeah, don't need to do those wrists that favour. Be self-centered. Just find the shape that works for you. Yeah. Inhale deeply, and on the exhale, just coming back into our tabletop. Really nice. Good. We're going to find our first downward dog of the day. So I'm just opening up the toes again, and then I'm going to bring on the inhale, bring those hips back, and then straighten the legs slightly. Yeah. You can keep a bend in the knees if you want to. That's not the goal here. The goal is to open up the back. So you're bringing the ears between the shoulders, and you're bringing those hands to the mat. Spread the fingers out. Make sure you can see the mat in between the fingers. And then, if you want to straighten the legs, you can. But straightening the legs is not the goal. The goal is to open up that back so you get a nice little line from the lower back all the way down to the hands. Just gonna Make sure my t-shirt is tucked in here for decency purposes. So the downward dog, stay nice, inhale deeply, and then so you might want to straighten out one leg and then the other. That's fine, pedaling out those legs. But just finding a sense of arrival in our downward dog shape. And on the next inhale, slowly walking those feet forward. So take about 7 or 8 steps to get to a forward fold. And then the feet meet at the front of the mat between the hands. You can keep the legs bent again and just fold forward over the legs. Inhale and exhale really deeply. Notice as you really release through the upper back. Inhale and exhale, let it go. Just find that sense of nourishment. If you want to straighten those hamstrings all together, you can, but you don't have to. The goal here with this forward fold is just to breathe deeply and also to open up that upper back a bit. On the next inhale, imagine someone's ragdolling you up, so you're coming up one vertebrae at a time, and the head is the last one to come up to the front of the mat into Tadasana pose. Tadasana, the palms are facing forwards, the feet are hip width apart. Yeah. Crown of the head rising up towards the ceiling. Inhale deeply, and remember that breath's coming all the way from the diaphragm, all the way up into the upper chest. And as you reach the top of the breath, you should feel an opening in the shoulders. Yeah, inhale and exhale gently. On the next inhale, let's just raise those arms overhead and exhale, hands to heart center. Good. You should feel those thumbs just pressing on the solar plexus here. Tailbone is tucked. Good. You're in a solid mountain shape. This is where I like to set an intention for the practice. So you might want to just, while you're in that shape, just kind of close your eyes and say something. It's the sort of intention for the practice. So I'm going to say, today I'm practicing just for myself. That was good. Good. So our intention's set. Let's try and bring that back with the breath. So on the inhale, raise those hands up overhead. And on the exhale, fold forward, really hinging at those hips so you can come all the way forward. On the inhale, halfway lift. So my hands come to my calves. The key thing here is that back is flat. Yeah? And then on the exhale, step the right foot to the back of the mat, dropping the knee. So that back foot is unflexed and flat on the ground. And on the inhale, you can raise those arms up overhead. Nice. Keep the navel drawn into the spine if you can. On the exhale, you can maybe come slightly more forward into those left and right hips, so you're dipping slightly more deeply. But the key thing here on these first ones is just inhale nice and deep, all the way into that upper chest. On the exhale, frame that front foot with the hands. Bring the front foot to meet the back, and you're in a plank pose now. Yeah. Exhale, just drop the knees, and then the chest to the mat. And then inhale, roll forward into a baby cobra shape. So my hands are slightly lifted off the mat and my lower back is engaged. On the exhale, you can come over the hips for a forward fold, for a downward facing dog. And that's nice. Good. Lift the right leg on the inhale so that the toes are squared to the mat. And on the exhale, step that right leg through between hands, dropping that left leg this time to the ground. On the inhale, arms rise up overhead. Nice. Take a deep breath. Low belly, mid belly, upper chest. And on the exhale, frame the front foot, bring that back foot to meet the front, go forward fold. Hang heavy. Nice. Breathe deeply, all the way in and all the way out. And again. Inhale, arms rise overhead. And exhale, hands to heart center. Just remember your intention. Inhale, arms rise overhead. Exhale, fold forward, hinging at those hips. Inhale again for a halfway lift. And exhale, let's step the left leg back this time. Dropping that left knee. Keeping that front knee nice and forward. As we inhale, gently raising the arms up this time. Good. Another low lunge. Inhale deeply, low belly, mid belly, and the upper chest. And on the exhale, frame that front foot and bring it to the back for the plank pose. Exhale, knees drop, chest drops, chin drops. And inhale for a baby cobra. Exhale over, downward facing dog. And inhale, left leg goes high. Exhale, left leg steps through between the hands, knee drops to the ground. Inhale, arms rise. Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Inhale deeply, low belly, all the way into the upper chest. And exhale, bring the front foot, bring the back foot to meet the front, and hang over in that forward fold. You may feel a slight opening, slight loosening in the hamstrings, that's nice. Or maybe not, that's also important. Just take the information your body's giving you and listen to it. Inhale, slowly arms rising up overhead. And exhale, hands to heart center, remembering our intention. I can't remember my intention. I think I can. I'm going to be selfish. That's it. Good. Inhale, arms rise up overhead. Exhale, fold forward, hinging at the hips. Inhale for that halfway lift. This time, on the back one, we're keeping that right knee lifted, so let's get that right knee back, yeah? So it's a high lunge this time. Keep that right ankle lifted. You see there, it's back, we want it lifted, yeah? And the reason we want it lifted is that gives us the strength in that back hamstring to come up into a high lunge. You can drop more slightly deeply into that lunge if you want to come deeper into that front knee, but make sure that that back heel is still lifted, so that we're lifting right from that solar plexus all the way into the shape. Inhale deeply, low belly, mid belly, upper chest. Exhale, frame that left foot, bring it to knee to right, plank pose. Exhale, knees, chest and chin. Inhale, baby cobra, and exhale over, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg goes high. Exhale, slip the right leg through between the hands and keep the left leg lifted this time. So again, that heel there, that back heel, the left heel is back there. We actually want it up, yeah? Because that's what will cause that back hamstring to engage. And that's what gives us the strength as we inhale to come up into our high lunge. Good. You can get this front knee to 90 if you want, but don't go over 90 degrees. And inhale deeply, low belly, mid belly, upper chest. And exhale, frame the front foot, bring the left foot to meet the right in front of the mat. Hang heavy, forward fold. And inhale, slowly rise the arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. And breathe deeply. As I'm teaching this yoga class, I'm getting slacked. Somebody's slack channeling me. I hate slack. Slack's like, it's like, I don't know, it's like checking you're busy. I hate it. It's like having a boss even when you're at home. Hands to heart center. I'm doing this yoga for me. Good. Inhale, arms rise up overhead. And exhale, fold forward, hinging at the hips. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. This time the left leg goes back, keeping that left knee lifted. But this time, left hand down, right arm up for that twist, yeah? Nice. Remember, it's like somebody's giving you a gentle high five on your right hand, so you're opening that chest slightly. But the really important thing here is that you keep that back heel lifted. Don't drop it back, keep it lifted, because that keeps the hamstring engaged. Inhale deeply, low belly, mid belly, upper chest. And then frame the front foot, bring it to meet the back, plank pose. Good. Exhale, knees, chest and chin, or if you're ready, you can do a push-up, a chaturanga. But neither is right or wrong. You can do whichever suits you. And exhale over into downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, left leg goes high. Exhale, slip it through between the hands. Keep that right leg lifted and the right heel up. Keep the right hand down and inhale. Left arm opens up. Good. Should feel a deep stretch. And as you're tempted to drop that right heel back, you'll notice the shape sort of drops. That's why we lift that back hamstring so that we're nice and lifted and high. Inhale deeply. Imagine someone giving you a right high five on that left hand. Exhale, frame the left hand. And put the right foot to meet the left at the front of the mat. Hang heavy. Let it go. Whoever was slacking in has given up. People always give up on slacking in. Inhale deeply. And exhale, let it go. And then inhale, arms rise overhead. And exhale, hands to heart center. Very nice. Boundaries. Good. We're still warming our body up here. We're still kind of trying to keep the clay from going cold on the wheel. So we want to make sure we're nice and warm and flexible before we move into our standing series. So we're going to do another series of sun cells there. Inhale, arms rise overhead. And exhale, fold forward, hinging at the hips. Inhale for a halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, step the right leg to the back of the mat. Drop the knee again. Inhale, arms rise. Good. Exhale, frame the front foot. Frame the front foot to meet the back. Exhale, knees, chest and chin, or chaturanga if you're ready. Upward facing dog or baby cobra. And downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg goes high. Exhale, step the right leg through between the hands, drop the left knee. Inhale, arms rise overhead. Exhale, frame the front foot. Bring the left foot to meet the front, forward fold. Inhale, arms rise overhead. Exhale, hands to love center. Remembering our intention. Inhale, arms rising. Exhale, fold forward, hinging at the hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step the left leg to the back of the mat this time. Keep the left knee lifted and just open up into a lunge. So what I'm doing here is just trying to open the front of the chest. Yeah? So you can drop the knee if you want. What we're really aiming for is that sort of opening of the front of the chest. Good. Inhale deeply. And exhale, bring the front foot to meet the back. Then pose. Exhale, knees, chest and chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, front dog or baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg goes high. Exhale, step it through between the hands. Right knee that remains high. And again, just opening the chest up towards the front of the room there. I feel a really deep opening in that right hip as I do that. And breathe deeply. Inhale, low belly, mid belly, upper chest. And on the exhale, just step that right leg forward to meet the left. Hand heavy, forward hold. And there we go. You may want to grab opposite elbows here. You may want to sway to the side. That's good. We're going to stay here for 4 deep breaths. So take your time. Find yourself arriving. Good. Just bring the hands down to the mat, just to meet the side of the feet here, and then just sort of bring the weight onto the back of the heels as you bring those arms up. What we're trying to do here is a chair pose. Yeah? So sit nice and deep into those sit bones. I can still see the toes over the line of my knees, and inhale deeply. Nice. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Really open that chest to the front of the room as you can. Like you're sitting back in the chair. Inhale deeply, low belly, mid belly, upper chest. And on the exhale, fold forward again for a forward fold. Good. Release. Nice deep breaths here. Just bring, if you can, the palms underneath the soles of the feet. You can do it with bent legs or straight legs, whatever works. And then just use those kind of locked palms underneath to bring the elbows out to the sides to get a slightly deeper stretch in the upper back. Inhale deeply and let it go. Good. On the next inhale, release those feet and those palms and slowly inhale, ragdoll up so the arms are up overhead. And exhale, hands to the heart center. Good. Now, at this point, you should be warm. There should be a little bit of perspiration. And you should feel like, yeah, I'm sort of a bit knackered. Now, during our standing series, if you want, you can always take a child's pose. And that's a great idea. No shame in it. If you want to follow through the standing series, we're going to take it now. But just remember, do this at your pace. Like, nothing to prove. We're not trying to win any competitions or any medals. So if it feels too much at any point, back off. Do the practice for you. So inhale, arms rise up overhead. Exhale, fold forward, hinging the hips. Inhale, halfway lift. And then we're going to come back into a downward dog. So both feet back. And just breathe here, arriving in our first downward dog. Yeah. I had a friend whose father actually paid her to fail a college class. I think he gave her $500 so she'd know what it was like to fail a college class. I said, but Didn't you in fact succeed because you were given a task and you accomplished it? Wouldn't have failing that class just have done come in the middle. Yeah, we're divorced now, actually. Those two of us. Anyway, right, inhale, raise the right leg high, and exhale, slip it through between the hands. Bring that left heel down so the left foot is at 45 degrees, and heel toe the right foot out to meet the right hand. Good. Try to open the shoulders. So you see I'm bent over. I'm trying to open those shoulders and I rise up into a warrior one. Yeah? So that back foot's at 45. It's not right angles, it's at 45 degrees, so the toes are forward. And that means I get more support, so I can put more weight into this right leg if I choose. Whatever you do here, just make sure it's intentional. Yeah? Keep those hips square to the front, so that left hip comes square as you raise up with the arms. Inhale deeply. And exhale. Inhale deeply. And exhale. Let it go. As you exhale, bring the right arm down, left arm to the back. And then that left foot comes square. Heel toe that right foot, so the right heel is in line with the left, the middle of the left foot. And then you're in warrior two. If you look over that right arm, you want to be looking over the finger that you used to swear with. Good. And then, as you inhale and exhale, you can slightly go deeper into that front foot. Yeah. Yoga is not a competition. Make sure that the shoulders are above the hips. Yeah. You should feel an opening through the hips as you bring this right foot out towards me to meet that right pinky toe. Inhale deeply, low belly, mid belly, and the upper chest. Exhale. Inhale, turn that right palm over and just flip it up. Imagine someone's pulling it up by a string so that it's coming right up. Good. Try if you can to keep the right knee bent and the left leg straight. Inhale, look up at that right hand and take the deepest breath you can. Inhale, low belly, mid belly, upper chest. Very good. On the exhale, with control, bring that left hand up and just frame that right hand. This bit's where you really want that control, yeah? And then bring the right foot to meet the left, plank pose, and exhale, knees chest in tune, or Chaturanga Dandasana, inhaling for upward facing dog or baby cobra, and then exhaling over into downward facing dog, and breathe. Good, big honest breaths here. Low belly, mid belly, upper chest, and let it go. Inhale, raise the left leg high, keeping those left toes square to the mat as you step that left foot through. Heel toe the left foot out to meet the left hand, and bring that right heel down at 45-degree angle. That gives you the strength to rise up for your warrior one, facing the front of the room. Good. That left knee coming out towards the left pinky toe. Try to suck the navel into the spine. Keep that back hamstring engaged. And inhale, low belly, mid belly, upper chest. There you go. And again, low belly, mid belly, upper chest. Exhale, bring that left arm down. Heel toe the left foot so it's the middle of the mat. Heel toe the right foot so the middle of that right foot's meeting it. Good. Inhale, and then exhale to come more deeply into that left leg. Good. You'll notice that I'm slightly leaning forward there. Try to avoid that. Inhale. And exhale, looking over that left square finger. Good. Inhale, turn the left square finger over. And you might want a peaceful warrior. Good. Good, good. Inhale deeply, low belly, mid belly, upper chest, and let it go. And again, low belly, mid belly, upper chest. And exhale, framing the front foot with control, and then bring that right foot to meet the left foot at the front of the mat, and hang it in a forward fold. Good. Inhale deeply, and let it go. Exhale, fall forward. Inhale, slowly, arms rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Remember that intention we set a while back. Inhale, arms rise overhead. Exhale, with control, fold forward, hinging at the hips. Inhale, step both feet back, downward facing dog. And on the inhale, that left leg goes high, stepping through warrior one. So right foot down at 45, both arms up, warrior one. Inhale deep, And on the exhale, warrior two. Good. Inhale, turn the arm, peaceful warrior. And then on the exhale, bring that left arm down inside the left foot. You may want a block to do this. If you've got a block, that's great. It just means you get that more sort of open chest. Keeping that right arm down on the back of the left hip, just open that right shoulder up and enjoy that opening in the body. On the inhale, bring that right arm up overhead. And on the exhale, bring that right arm over. You want a nice long line of energy from the tip of the right hand all the way down to the four corners of the right foot here. And breathe here, low belly, mid belly, upper chest. And exhale, let it go. One more deep breath, low belly, mid belly, upper chest. On the exhale, frame that front foot, release the block, bring the front foot to the back, plank pose, knees, chest and chin on the exhale, more chaturanga, baby cobra, upward facing dog, exhale over into downward facing dog. Breathe deeply. I always like to breathe deeply, I don't know why. I suspect it's the most selfish thing one can do, get enough air, enough oxygen. Pedal out those feet. Good. Good. This time the right leg goes high. Step it through between hands. Bring that left foot down. Warrior one. Good. Inhale deeply. And on the exhale, warrior two. Nice. That right knee still coming out to meet that pinky toe. And then inhale. Peaceful warrior. This time bringing that left hand to the right hip crease. Good. Inhale deeply. And on the exhale, bring that right hand down to the mat here, or to a block. You'll see that if I have it down on the mat, I'm falling down slightly. If I have it on the block, it enables me to open that chest a bit. Yeah. And on the inhale, just really open the chest even more. If I pyramid those fingers there, I get that loving line of energy. Inhale deeply. Let it go. And then inhale, bring that left arm up, overhead, look up at it. Nice long line of energy from the left fingers all the way down to the left toes. You can acknowledge that by wiggling the toes, just so you know where you're at. I'm actually going to bring my block a little higher. Good. Inhale deeply, low belly, mid belly. Turning that chest to open up. And on the exhale, bringing the front foot, releasing the block, bringing the foot to the front, forward fold, hand heavy. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, fold forward, hinging at the hips. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. That's very nice. So we're taking that standing series on the left side as well. And now, time to add on a little balancing pose. So this time, inhale, right leg goes higher. Exhale, slip that right leg through between the hands. Inhale, warrior one. We're familiar with this shape by now. Exhale, warrior two. Good. Inhale, turn that right hand. Peaceful warrior. Exhale, bring that right hand down to the block. Yeah. We're going to take that extended side angle again. So just bring your left arm up higher and exhale, bring it over. Good. The balance we're going to take is half moon here. So if you're facing a wall, you're going to need about another foot. So I actually need to come back to some touch. Yeah, good. So the block, on the inhale, I'm raising that block and I'm bringing it outside the right foot, about a foot in front of me. And then I'm popping up onto that right foot. Keep the right leg straight if you can, or keep it bending if you had to. Good. And then inhale, just look up to that left hand. Good. If you fall, it's going to be backwards. There's no harm in it, no shame in it. I'm just resting my head on the wall here, which is actually rather pleasant. I've never done that before. Good. Inhale deeply, low belly, mid belly. Just look up to that hand if you can. And on the exhale, bring the feet to the front, forward fold, hand heavy, and enjoy that release. Inhale and let it go. Inhale, we're going to go back into a downward facing dog. And this time on the next inhale, that left leg's going to go higher and come between the hands. Good. Inhale, warrior one. Good. Exhale, warrior two. Nice. Inhale, turn that left hand, peaceful warrior. And then on the exhale, extended side angle with the block. Good. Inhale, right arm goes high, and it comes over the head. Good. And then inhale and exhale, just bringing that block out to the left side of the front, yeah? And then on the inhale, bring the weight into the left leg as we raise that right leg high and open up into our half moon pose. If you fall, there's no harm in it, but we want to get back up into that half moon pose if we can. So inhale, right leg goes high, right arm goes high, flex the right foot, inhale deeply, low belly, mid belly, upper chest. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, low belly, mid belly, upper chest. And exhale, bring that right foot to meet the left, forward fold, hang heavy. Good. Very, very nice. And then we're just going to bring those hips, bring the feet to be about, I don't know, mat width apart. And then just drop the glutes down between the hips. Yeah. And you can bring a mat block behind the glutes if you need to. But bring the hands in between for a yoga squat. Yeah. The heels don't have to come down to the mat, that's cool, but the main thing is these thumbs meet the solar plexus. So that instead of kind of hunching over, we're inhaling nice and deeply across the open chest. That's great. Inhale deeply, low belly, mid belly, upper chest, and let it go. Bring the right arm to the ground, bring the left arm open, yeah, so you're really twisting. And if you want to, you can bring that left arm around and kind of open up. So that what's happening there is my right hand's grabbing my left behind the knee, and I've got a bind, so I can just really breathe and twist into it. Inhale. If you can't do it, it's cool. Not a competition. Inhale deeply, low belly, mid belly, upper chest. And exhale. Releasing those hands between and going the other way. So left hand down, right arm up. Inhale. Exhale. If you want to take the bind, you can. Just bringing that right arm down to meet the left hand behind. And inhale, opening that chest up. Exhale. Inhale, gaze follows right up to the ceiling. Feeling that twisting, that opening in the hip open up as well. Inhale deeply, low belly, mid belly, upper chest. And exhale, let it go. Good. Just drop. So drop down now into a child's pose. So bring the knees nice and wide. Yeah, you can have the toes kind of touching in between. And then just bring the glutes down. Bring the forehead to meet the mat. And just chill out. We'll take 5 deep breaths in child's pose. Good. Slowly now, walk those hands back and then bring the knees together. So we're in tucked toes, hero's pose. And just take a moment to take that mudra again. So put one hand on top of the other, that Dhyana mudra, and just close the eyes. Through the exertion that we've just been through, there's also an observer of that exertion. That observer is you. And I hope that you've been able to kind of nourish that observer as well through that challenge. Now is the time for us to slow down just a touch. We're going to take some nice twists and just kind of relax into the end of our practice. So it's a good time to tell that neutral observer inside that it's all right. We're definitely going to take care of your needs to relax and unwind. Life isn't constantly about pressing ahead and denying ourselves. Sometimes it's about indulging ourselves and just bloody relaxing, actually. The trick is for us to notice what we're doing so that we can bring this conscious awareness into our relaxation. Okay, so bring the hands down beside you, and then I'm just going to bring the feet out in front. The hips are, the feet are flexed. And inhale, just to raise those arms up overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, and exhale, fold forward. You may be able to reach the toes, you may want to reach the shins. Neither is wrong or right. We're just trying to open up that lower back. So inhale, then exhale to fold forward. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lift them. Good. Just notice as you arrive in that forward fold, kind of whether there is a sort of opening or a release in the lower back. And if not, that's fine, just breathe into it. Slowly come back up on the inhale, and then bring that left foot to the ground. Bring the left palm down to the mat behind you. So it's going to act as like a second spine. So I'm keeping the head lifted and keeping that left arm kind of engaged, so that I can inhale just to raise that right arm nice and high, and then exhale just to hug onto that knee. If you want to go a little deeper and that left arm is still engaged and you're nice and tall, then you can inhale again, raising that arm high and bring that right elbow out beside. Yeah, that's good. 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 Look back. Inhale, nice long deep breath. And exhale, bring that right arm up. Bring it back down, and then take the counter twist. So I'm just coming around the way. Oh yeah, just wringing out the back there. Very nice. Bring the feet down, and then the right leg comes up. So the right foot to the ground. This time the right palm down on the ground like a second spine. Inhale, left arm goes high. Exhale. Nice. Twist around. If you want the slightly deeper twist, inhale nice and high, and then come over. But you don't have to. In fact, I'm not good. I'm going to take the hug on this side. Sometimes one side is slightly better than the other, and for me right now, this is fine. Inhale deeply, low belly, mid belly, upper chin. And then exhale, release, take the counter twist once again. Nice. Oh yeah. That's better. Good. Just going to bring the sole of the feet to touch now. In a sort of, this is called a butterfly pose. So you can try and bring those palms nice and, the sole heels nice and close to you. And as you inhale, you can bring those thumbs to the solar plexus again. Just sort of slightly open the chest forward. The idea there is that before I come forward on the exhale, I'm opening the chest. Yeah? So inhale and exhale, come slightly deeper. You can bring the hands to the mat if you want. But the goal here is just in nice stretching the hips and the thighs. You inhale deeply and exhale, fold forward. Honestly, my slack never goes this much. God knows who it is or what they want. But every time I hear it, I'm sort of thinking, I hate slack. Slack is the devil. Slack can go away. Inhale deeply and exhale, fold forward slightly more. Good. Slowly rise up Nice. And we're going to just bring those knees back up, like I'm closing the book, and then soles of the feet down. Roll back slowly so that you're down on the mat, and then we're going to lift those hips high. So knees as if they're grabbing something between them, maybe a block. Palms down on the mat. Lift the hips high for a supported bridge pose. Just breathe deeply. So if you want to take it deeper, you can walk the shoulders in and clasp the hands underneath the lower back, the sacrum, just for that nice deep bridge pose. Low belly, mid belly, upper chest. And exhale. One more deep breath. Low belly, mid belly, upper chest. And exhale. Slowly come down one vertebra at a time. This time, if you want to have a full wheelers in your practice, you can take it, or you can take another bridge, or a supported bridge if you want to go more easy, just by putting a block beneath your lower back. If you are going to take the wheel and it's in your practice and you're comfortable, it's time to bring those hands behind the head on the inhale, and exhale. And then on the next inhale, lift the hips. Make sure that the elbows come in towards each other and the knees don't knock out. The knees need to stay nice and in here. So inhale, you can come to the top of the head first, or you can come all the way up. Either way, inhale deeply. And commit to a number of breaths in this pose. So I'm going to commit to 4 deep breaths. You're under no obligation to join me. And then exhale, down to the crown of the head. And one vertebrae at a time, rolling back down so that the back is flat on the mat. Nice. Good. On the next inhale, just hug the knees into the chest and take that opposite pose there. I love the countering of the opening of the back with the nice closed wheel, the sort of hugging of the knees into the chest. You may notice a complete readjustment in the lower back, which is very nice. I always find that very rewarding. And then just bring those soles of the feet back down to the mat. Good. So we're going to just take an inversion now. I'm going to take the feet up the wall, which is a very pleasant inversion. Just bring your hips to the wall, and then you can roll up and bring the feet up it. And just really let that go there, yeah? So inhale nice and deeply, but on the exhale, you might want to sigh, or some people like to blow air out between their lips, like inhale deeply, low belly, mid belly, upper chest, and exhale, there you go. If you want, you can find those butterfly legs in the feet up the wall. And again, there's no sort of pressure to open those thighs, but some people like to just put gentle pressure on there just to sort of find themselves really relaxing and opening up. I like to rest the arms out on the floor, and eventually I actually like to have my legs straight out the wall. Inhale deeply, and exhale, let it go. Take a few more deep breaths here. I'm not going to talk you through it. Just take the opportunity to relax and find your breath. Good. Next exhale, just find your way back down the wall, and then somehow shuffle back onto the mat. We're just going to take one more nice spinal twist here. So my knees coming up, soles of the feet to the ground. And as I inhale, I'm just popping the hips to the right and bringing the knees down to the left. Keeping that right shoulder engaged on the mat. And just inhaling deeply as I look over that right shoulder. Exhale. Take 3 deep breaths in. Nice relaxed spinal twist. Then on the next inhale, just bring those knees back up to the midline. Nice and easy. Take a deep breath before you go the other direction. So inhale, hips to the left, exhale, knees to the right. Left shoulder stays in contact with the mat. Look over the left shoulder and breathe deeply. Deep breaths, low belly, mid belly and upper chest. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, low belly, mid belly, upper chest. And exhale, let it go. Bring the knees to the midline. Just windmill the knees slightly, like I like to windshield, right and left and right, just so that I feel that I'm really releasing those hips. Bring the feet up and grab the outside of the feet just for a happy baby pose. Just open the hips one last time. Swaying left and right. Relaxing. Good. And now, just bring the knees in for that final hug. Give yourself a nice hug. Tell yourself you did well. I did well. I'm a genius. And then on the exhale, we control finding final resting pose. So the feet, you're lying down, the feet are about 3 widths apart, hands out to the side. And you're lying on the mat. The tongue is released from the palate, the mouth is slightly open. Release all breathing technique. And I'll walk you through a quick 3-minute meditation. Imagine something that you're scared of, something that makes you anxious, something that you do not like. Picture that thing as the ocean, and imagine that the ocean is washing over you as you lie on the beach. I know it's anxiety-inducing, but try to realize as that ocean covers you entirely, that you can actually breathe under this water and that you're fine. Somehow you evolved the capacity to breathe underwater. And that tide is rising quickly. There's probably 20 or 30 feet above you now. And you're lying on the bottom of the ocean, looking up and breathing very comfortably, very freely. On the surface of the ocean, you can see some sunlight just dappling the surface. And it's nice and calm and dark blue down here. There's some seaweed. And you feel very comfortable and relaxed. Even though there was that thing making you anxious, stressing you out, you're actually able to breathe through it, breathe in it, and find comfort at the bottom of the ocean. Just as you're getting used to the bottom of the ocean, there's a little flipper that brushes your forehead. And you open your eyes and it's a sea turtle, his little flipper or her little flipper, just brushing your face. And they're smiling at you and they say, hello, I'm a sea turtle. How are you? And you can answer them if you want. Or you can just say, this is a bit weird. Whatever you like. And the sea turtle says, my name is Claude. I've been here for a while. I was hoping you might want to come for a little swim with me. Would you like that? And you can choose not to, or you can choose to go. If you'd like to go, Claude's offering his flipper, and you can just take his flipper in your hand, and he's going to swim off with you a little ways. So just imagine you're swimming with this sea turtle in this beautiful ocean, and everything's delightful. And Claude is like, can I get your phone number for later? And you're like, no, mate, it's not what this is about, Claude. This is just a little gentle platonic swim. We don't need that business. Claude's like, no, you're right, that's cool. I'm just having such a good time. I figured you might enjoy going swimming later. But there's always a way you can find me. You just have to close your eyes and imagine that thing you were scared of. And then once that ocean comes up, I'll be here, just waiting. Anyway, it's time for me to go now, he says. And so you're like, all right, Claude, bye. And then you find yourself once again on the bottom of the ocean. That was pretty weird. You're saying, what does it all mean? As you inhale deeply, just let the visualization go and let the breath kind of come into your fingers and toes. Maybe you want to wiggle them a little bit. And on the next inhale, you're just going to come over onto one side of the body in a fetal position. And just roll over into that fetal position. Take a deep breath there. Feel supported by the ocean or by the back of the mat, if you've let go of the ocean already. And then as you inhale, just come up into a closing seat. Hands to heart center. We're going to inhale and exhale for Om. So inhale once just for a deep breath, just for a practice. No need to Om this time, so exhale. This time we're going to inhale and exhale for Om. Yeah, it's a simple sound. Inhale deeply. And exhale. Om. Namaste. Thank you for joining me. Sorry about a slightly weird sea turtle. There's more of these at mattdavisyoga.com. See you next week. Bye.